How is it going this evening, everybody? Hopefully you're having a good night. Hey, Calper. Good. Glad you're having a good night. Let's go ahead and see what we can do for some ranking up, shall we? Not that there's a whole lot of exciting things to play right now. We're basically just waiting on the new set. We'll see if there's anything anyone wants to check out tonight. Probably start with... Let's start with this evening. Start with a nice game of the Delirium. Doing good, doing good. Not too bad day at work. It was real slow today for some reason, but glad it's the weekend. Play some cards. No RCQs this weekend. Hey Evan, how's it going tonight? Azorius Cage? We could play some Cage tonight. I haven't played a Cage deck in a hot minute. This Keynet Curator. I'm a enterprise supervisor for an internet service provider. So I oversee technicians in Nebraska and Wyoming that install internet and cable services and networking equipment inside of enterprise businesses. Not too bad of a gig. Not too bad. No, definitely not stressful at all. Not in the slightest. Which is great, because it would be real frustrating if it was. I think we're supposed to break out here. Yeah, it's not too bad. I do enjoy it. Most of the time. Some days a little more rough than others, but for the most part it's a good time. The Hopeless Nightmare. I think I'm supposed to ditch the Rage. Wonder if they have this tiny big enough. I want to get the Pop Patch Recruiter now before we start doing this stuff. Make it a little more awkward for them to do things. And if they just want to kill our Senate Scout. Yeah, like this is a very good turn for us. Oh, that's rough. Like, especially if you're playing really close to this list, like you should almost never miss on Breakout, because I'm playing a lot more creatures than most are in this list. So I'm not playing like Seed of Hopes because I think that card's bad. That's right. Everything's got its ups and downs, so. Well, let's go ahead and scout it up, see what we can find here. I really want another land. Beats and Pain? There's Beats and Pain with this one. If they try to eat it with the Spiteful Hex Mage, we're going to kill it. Yeah, well, that's the thing. 25, you probably should miss. It should be pretty low miss odds, because it's not like Collected Company where you needed to hit 2 for it to be worth it. So 25 for 1 hit out of 6 is, without doing the math, the actual math for it is, I'm assuming, is very low to miss on that. Back in the day. Pick up this town ain't big enough. Now we do just attack with everything. They want to trade with them. These I don't care. We just need to try to get damage in. Nice. Nice. I think his deck is stupid powerful. I mean, we went 24-4 with it, climbing up to Mythic with this list. Deck's nuts. Really good ladder climbing deck. I'm playing a split. I'm playing 2 and 2. I've bounced between 2 and 2 and 3 and 1 quite a bit. I just haven't decided what I actually like better. I was frustrated with 4. Yep, we're going to play a little Delirium to start. 3 Urge. I think 3 Urge is fine. I have no issues with 3 Urge. I think that's a very reasonable number. Yeah, we'll start off with this. Maybe play some Jeskai Convoke today. Or not Convoke. Jeskai Oculus. Just kind of want to play some of the lists that I had a little more fun with. Don't really want to play Bounce today. Pretty happy with. I should have kept this in my hand. That was really bad. The talent. Talent is here. It is good. It's even good as just a combat trick. Usually the +1/+1 first strike is good enough to win almost every combat. Yeah, we should have kept that force in it. Like, not keeping that force in it is really bad here. We need to draw something that doesn't suck. Case of the Crimson Purse would be great. Ren would be great. They're at 2. That should be lethal no matter what they block, right? I don't think they can block through a Monstrous Rage. Oh, we don't want the... Oh, whoa. Hitting too many things here. Don't want that. Don't want the Obliterating Bolts. Don't want the Witch Stalker's Frenzies. I think this is where I like to be for this matchup. For the blue-black version. Yeah, same. Especially after playing with the cards. Hey, Stokes, how's it going? After playing with the cards for the streamer event, and then now not getting to play with him for another week, I'm just like, come on. I'm ready. I gotta play with all these cool cards. Like, this set was a lot more powerful than I thought it was gonna be. I know we were all, like, most of the streamer event was all people playing with basically just new cards, but the cards felt better than I thought they were going to. I think that'd be cool. It is killer to have to wait to play with these cards again after getting to play with them for a day. Crash and burn in glory. I had a lot of fun with the streamer event. I thought it was really cool. That's fair too. I don't know why I didn't play this. Jeskai Pixie Mouse. It sounds like fun. I'm excited to play some of the draft. I should have probably played some draft during the streamer event, but I was too excited to play with the cards in standard. Get a whole lot of PT testing coming up here soon. Get him with that Keen-Eyed Curator. We are almost in Perpetual. Yeah, I'm not usually a big draft fan, but since I have to play at the PT, I need to get reps with it. Yeah, it is about to be turbo speed. We're about to have spoilers just all the time. 100% of the time there's going to be spoilers coming up for something. gonna start with attack for 3. So if I would have known they were not on... Forge isn't bad against mounts, because it's a thing they have to hit with this town ain't big enough. So I don't hate it. Obviously, it's not like the best card in the world against them, but I don't think the card's that bad. I wouldn't board in more than 2, but it's a thing that gives us constant advantage, which is nice. We have Delirium now. It's kind of annoying. It's also good against Rest in Peace, because our deck is not very good against Rest in Peace. Barrage Worker Folk attack for 5. Although we didn't see any white game 1, also. Usually they bring the patch ball formation instead of Herbrus Forge against the Rip decks. Oops. Yes, the 2/2 for 2. Decks. Number 1 deck I want to play on release. Honestly, the deck that I would like to play on release the most is probably just the Jeskai Oculus deck. But I think I want to build the version of the Jeskai, like the Jeskai discard deck that I want to build is just, I don't think you want to play Oculus anymore and you just play a set of the Monument of Endurance instead. I think that's just better. Like, that's kind of what I've been tooling around in my head today and yesterday, and I think that sounds like a lot of fun. That deck would be really powerful. That's currently what I want to play. Like, that's the one that I've been tooling around in my head that sounds the coolest. I think Monument of Endurance is going to be really cool. A Rakdos aggro build would be really cool. Yeah, it sounds really good. Like, FOMO, Steam Core Scholar, like Kiora. Like, I don't think you need the Oculus anymore. You can still play Helping Hands and stuff just to bring back your, like, draw 2 card creatures, which I really like. But I don't think you need the awkwardness that a board and Oculus gives you anymore. Like, all that draw discard with Prof's Idyllic Memory and the Enduring Monument, that to me sounds like a deck that I think is powerful enough. Also, kind of pumped to play... I kind of want to play the green-white Gearhulk, too, in some type of... I think it'd be good in the Cage Shells, the green-white Cage Shells. I think that's probably one of the better top-end pieces, since you can go find, like, the Duskrose removal spell, or... Paw Patch Recruiters, things like that. I think that deck also got a pretty big upgrade. That does seem nuts. I think the Monument is way more powerful than I thought it was going to be. I think that's what you want in the Cage deck now. I don't even know if you... Like, you probably cut down on a couple Overlord or the Mistmores, just play like 2 or something. I think you just max out on Gearhulk, because I think Gearhulk's just better. Yeah, 1 per turn. Yeah, because you can get all 3, technically, depending on what you're doing. And the nice thing is if you discard 2 cards, like with Steam Core Scholar, you get 2 triggers from it still. Exactly, and just playing in the main is going to be really good. I think that deck's just really good. I don't know if you want to play the full set. I don't know if you can play 4, or I guess it depends on how many Gearhulks you want to play. I don't know if it's like a 4-3 split for Overlords and Gearhulks, or 4-2, or 3-3 split, depending. Like, caging into Gearhulk is always just going to be, like, stupid powerful. I think 4 Monument in the Jeskai deck is good. Or even just straight blue-red. Play, like, 4 of those, and then maybe play the 4-drop Shark. Oh, you could copy it with 3 steps ahead. That's cute. I didn't think about that. And 3 steps ahead's also a way to get you to, like, discard, draw discard. I like 4-drop shark. I don't know if it's good or not, but I think the card's sweet. Tunnel grinder? I have to look up tunnel grinder. Oh, brass tunnel grinder? Yeah, it's probably too cute. You can maybe play 1. I love brass tunnel grinder. I've had a lot of fun with that. That's. I think Pierce might turn the self-bounce decks a little too good. I think Pierce might have been a mistake. I did want Pierce, but I think it might end up being just a little too good. Because I think Pierce turns those like Dimir bounce decks into a even more of a problem they already are. I don't know if it is. I could see it being too cute, but I don't know. Like the monuments are really good. I think the shark, the 1-drop sharks, like reasonably playable. And the thing is, all the cards that draw discard, like Steam Core Scholar and FOMO, are all like good by themselves anyway. It's not like you're playing bad cards to make those cards work. Right now we have Artifact Critter. Kyora's great. There's like a real awkward way to do this, but I think it's correct. No Delirium for next turn. I like Kiora. I think Kiora is reasonable. I don't think you want to play a set of Kioras. I think the Steam Core Scholar is better on average, especially with Profs. You're going to play Profs in the deck. Gives you a flying vigilant threat that beats down. That's what I'm thinking. 1 or 2. I'm probably going to sit with 1 because I don't think you can play. I think it's probably 4 Steam Cores, 1 Kiora, 4 of the Enduring Monuments. I think it's probably like my 3-drop slots. Scholars impressed me. Yeah, the 8/8 token's like especially in a world with all this town ain't big enough. It doesn't feel great. Jack for 4? Want to give opponent a chance to make like an error of some kind. I think here I just torch their thing and then play 2 blockers and hope we don't die. I mean, if they have 1 enchantment, we're dead, but I think this is the way we win this game. We're not winning if we kill this Optimistic Scavenger, I don't think. Oh, I didn't need to turn off the lamp. Good call. Nice. Congrats on making gold, sir. Well done. Yes, I agreed. Flying Vigilance is worth more than a token. 100% agree. I've been very surprised with the... Oh, they just have double Hopeless Nightmare? Sure. Super dead. Lithomantic Barrage we want. And Torch for this matchup. Some number of this stuff. I don't like the Obliterating Bolts as much here. Don't need NT. Ren's kind of lackluster. Robot Mavericks are kind of bad. These are also kind of bad. We'll leave the Inti in, I guess. No, we'll leave the Ren in. Oh, nope, not that. Definitely the full set of torches. Uh, if you're just playing red, blue, I'd probably play... I don't know if you can play Scorching Shot, depending on what the mana base looks like. I don't like Witchstalker's Frenzy. Like, maybe like 2 Witchstalkers on the board. Honestly, I'd probably play the same removal suite I played here for the most part, but I'd probably stick on 4 torches and probably 2 Obliterating Bolts is what I'd play in the main. And then probably 2 or 3 Witchstalker's Frenzies in the board and like 2 or 3 Lithomantic Barrage. You need to have answers to Shieldred for sure. So I think you need probably 3 Witchstalkers and or Scorching Shots. Is there a new 6 damage red spell? How much does it cost? Is the other question. Yeah, I was going to say probably more than 2, because I don't think you can play anything that costs more than 2 or 3. Usually Witchstalker's Frenzy costs 2, I would say on average.
Alex made it to gold. Oh, is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Mute yourself real quick.
Yeah, of course. Try to help as much as I can. I think that's all I would do. I don't think you need a lot. I think you're just like the aggressive deck that doesn't need as much removal. It's 4 mana? Yeah, I can't play that one. No way. Four mana is way too much. We'll play a Paw Patch Recruiter here. But no reduction. Ouch, that's rough. 6 damage? Probably not. Like Witchstalker's Frenzy is too efficient comparatively, and then like Lithomantic Barrage kills pretty much everything else you'd want it to kill post board. We got Keen-Eyed Recruiters. Drew Copperline Gorge. This gives us Delirium, so we are just going to kill the Pixie. Attack for 3. The most spiteful of Hex Mages is here. Leave my critters alone. Leave them alone. I'm surprised they started adopting Authority of the Councils in these decks. They really didn't play any for the longest time. Seems to be becoming more popular in the sideboards of the Esper decks. I will take the 2. We're supposed to attack with everything. Play Pop Patch, play Case of the Crimson Purse, draw 2 cards and pass. I can agree with that. I feel a little underwhelming for the commons and uncommons. I mean, like, Momentum Breaker for the new set is, like, the premier common and uncommon, in my opinion. Other than that, there wasn't a whole lot that I was super impressed with. I think this is going to be more of, like, a supplemental set. Memory Guardian. Oh yeah, that one will see play. The affinity cards I didn't read too well. The like Memory Guardian will be great. Was there any other good artifact enablers? I don't think there was. Just check with the 3/3. Mako's good. Yes, that card's great. The Shark is going to be good, I think. Discard Shark, I think, will be very good. No, I think the 1-drop Shark's uncommon. Is it Colorless Hasteland? The Colorless Hasteland might be a rare. Haste is uncommon? Okay. Is Gallant Strike the one that costs less and exiles a creature? Is that one? The white exile effect? Okay, that one's not terrible. I think it's probably worse than Destroy Evil, at least for now, since Destroy Evil can destroy enchantments. The Dredge enchantment's really good. I was very surprised with the Dredge enchantment. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. Molten Tender also is just going to be incredible in any of the... Oh, what the hell is that deck? Insidious Roots? Like, I think Insidious Roots is actually a deck you can play now because of the Molten Tender. Before it was basically unplayable. Yeah, Catcher's also good. This set, after playing with it, I was a lot happier with it than just reading through the set. I think the set's a lot more powerful than I was expecting. Bless you. Bless you. They have the authority of the councils. So we'll just break out here. Yep. No text. Kitten, what are you doing, huh? Yeah, I was hoping that it'd be good. I mean, again, I think this set's going to be pretty decent, for sure. I don't think it's going to be format defining or anything like Duskmourn was, but I do think it's going to bring in a lot of cards that are playable in Standard. A lot of things to, like, freshen up the format a little bit, I think. Agreed. I think it's got a lot more tools in the Abzan shell. I think we just need to get this... I think we just need to not die. Try to save ourselves a little bit of life here. Almost have Delirium now. Double Paw Patch is probably what we're supposed to do. Doing good, Chops. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I don't think it'd be like the best deck in the format. I don't think that the set brought anything in the format that's going to dethrone Esper or Blue-Black from being the best decks in the format, unfortunately. As the only downside to what I've seen out of the new set. I am excited that it is time for the weekend. Or we have the Delirium. Question is, how the hell are we supposed to live? We're in such a bad spot. Cat, you can't be up here right now. I know. Alright, what do I want to do? Yeah, also sad for the last football game. Yeah, that is the only downside to 3-year rotations. I like the 3-year rotation for basically everything, other than the fact that it does make it. Actually, I want to do this first. Makes like certain decks that you don't really want to see all the time stick around for a lot longer. Oh, we just can't beat opponent's draw here. I don't think there's anything we can do. We find ourselves a violent urge to try to kill him on the crackback. That is the best part about the big rotation is there is a lot more tier 2 and 3 decks, I think, that float around. Because you do have a lot more options to make certain decks a little bit better against the field. Can we accidentally win this game still? Oh, you could cast that before attacks and killed me. We tried. We needed to leave up the extra attacker for the following turn, I think, to give us a chance to win. Play one more with the Delirium. They'll probably move over to some Jeskai Oculus. Deck is a good time. Trying to find some fun stuff to play for the remainder of this standard season. Brewing is a good time. Finding the cool stuff to do. It's a little different than what everyone else is doing.
Do you want your schedule on your live on Twitch thing?
Yes. And I can pin it in there. Just on basic is land, huh? They're just discarding Wildfire Wickerfolk here to get ourselves as close to Delirium as we can. Oh, we have the Delirium. Force them to kill something now. Oh, or not. That works too. So do we think they're on mid-range, or do we think they're on, they're probably on, like, Dimir Manager Bounce, so it's going to be sideboarding pretty much the same. I think we want the Frenzies for sure. Don't need the Monstrous Rage, the NT. We're leaving the Obliterating Bolts. Let's try that. I think I like that. If it is just normal Dimir mid-range, then the Forge is phenomenal against straight Dimir. They don't have any good ways to answer it. She laid down right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pick up like or Ethereal Armor. It could be like a decent artifact-ish build because you can pick up the 1-mana artifact removal spell. You pick out. You can also grab the XX card. I don't think that card's very good though. Like the Hangerback Walker that draws you cards for the counters. I don't think that card's very good from what I saw in the pre-release, or not the pre-release, but the early access. Card felt pretty bad. We'll play it a little bit. I don't think it's very good. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Yeah, I was very underwhelmed with it every time we cast it. It seemed really bad. You can't. Yeah, exactly. You can't play You can't play a 2-mana 1/1 that draws you 1 card, and you definitely can't play a 4-mana 2/2 that draws you 2. It's just not powerful enough. It does not do enough for you. I think this game we just want a Wildfire Worker Falcon attack. There's the Drowner. It's Kaito time? No? Okay. Oh, pop Patrick Kruger. Exactly. Like, and that's just asking for way too much from a card. There's just nothing that really makes it that good. They might, but the problem is repurposing beta doesn't let you sacrifice it into anything good. Thank you for the follow, Marshall. Hope you're having a good night and enjoying the stream. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Yeah, because it bays it out as a 0, so I don't think it can be. It's not even going to be good in there. So we have enchantment creature, lands. We can't get it unless we ditch our Violent Urge. Let's try this. See what we hit. Well, our hand's not getting any better. Just because it's Delirium, which I'm happy about. Yeah, like, there's a lot of good 1-drops you can hit off of the Gear Hulk. Like, Golden Hydra, Pop Patrick Recruit are like the two that pop up into my head first. Both those cards are really powerful. The artifact removal spell is another one that's powerful, just like inherently. That gives us Delirium. Good, good. I'd like to attack with my team of idiots. Yeah, there's a lot of good 1-mana things right now. Tap this one? Sure. You have another Tashana Sidebinder. How incredibly rude. I would like to urge so violently. Hammered 8 is sick. That's true. Does get a lot of good things from the sideboard. Oh, getting Ghost Vacuum is huge, too. Oh, Basilisk Collar, forgot about that one. Haywire Might's a big one. Authority of the Councils. It does do a lot. Like, there's a lot of things it grabs that are really powerful. The card is going to be really good, I think. True. It does make Soul Guide Lantern worth a spot, because you can search for it instead of just Rest in Peace you can't find. We still play a couple Rest in Peace, but it'll change around boarding and a bunch of different options, I think. I don't think we keep this one. Sand is much better. We'll throw away probably just the case. Let's break out. Good old domain. Hit me. Alright, hopefully we can hit Delirium here. Close. This gives us Delirium. We'll discard... Probably just discard the Forge. Attack for 6. Ooh, hit Copperline Gorge too, so we can cast one of our things. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful! 6, go. That deck's gonna be so good with Spell Pierce. That deck is just itching for Spell Pierce. We can finally teach Domain a lesson. We now have a good counterspell against Beans and, like, Sunfall. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Let's go ahead and bounce around to some Oculus. I don't think there's anything we want to change in this deck. I think I'm pretty happy with where we had it last time we played with it. Maybe we don't need the Malcolms, actually. Look, some of the other lists are playing, like, Sheltered by Ghosts in the main now. I don't hate Sheltered by Ghosts. Let's try this. Play some Oculi. In all reality, Spell Pierce is probably going to be the card that sees the most play out of the new set. Yeah, the only problem with the Verges is I can't see play in every deck. Like, Pierce is probably going to see play in almost every... Not every blue deck, but in a lot of blue decks are going to be playing Spell Pierce. The dual lands in general will see a lot of play. I think, obviously the green-black duel is going to see the most play. I think that's the one that was most sought after out of all these. The green-red and then the white-red, I think, were the two that we needed in Standard the most. This is true. Didn't say no lands. You're not wrong. Poor word choice on my part. I'd love to be on the play. This hand is trash. We're going to keep it anyway. We need the new set to be out already. That's what we need, so we can play some new fun stuff. But so far, I've been happy with what we've got so far. That was a great draw. I know. I can't wait. We'll be streaming on Tuesday this week then. Usually we take Tuesdays off, but if the new set comes out, we can't not stream on Tuesday. Got to get that standard life in. Probably take Monday off instead of Tuesday. That way we can get the new stuff going. This is true. We'll probably play fun stuff for like the first 2 or 3 days of the format, and then we get to play aggressively playtesting for the Pro Tour, which is going to be probably less exciting, but got to figure out what the best thing is and figure out what we can do for sideboarding for it. Oh, you're ready. You're ready. Started braiding people. I would like to cast a 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻. Did I choose not to exile a card from my hand? I wasn't really paying attention. I'll block. Can't activate it. You don't have black or red mana. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, I did lose life, I guess. I did get to do the thing. If they'd have played their red lane before, we probably wouldn't have blocked. Strike for 2. I mean, they would have gotten an extra point in and probably would have left their creature alive. But that's alright. Let's go ahead and just Fear here and discard the Thundering Falls. Nah, I wouldn't discard the Shivan Reef. Oh, just drew a Helping Hand. Because we're the best at Magic. Let's go. Probably a second Fear, huh? Deck pretty much built itself. That's going to beat the enchantment decks, that's for sure. So we're just playing against lizards, maybe? Probably a couple Sheltered by Ghosts seems pretty good. Maybe 3. Probably don't need the profs here. I like the Scorching Dragonfires. Probably want to Get Lost. Or just max out on Sheltereds. Don't really like the Unsummons that much. I'd rather just actually kill things.